I am genuinely so pleased with these. I got the s'mores draft latte. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and we are in a new location. We are not in my sewing room. We're actually out enjoying this absolutely beautiful day. My husband is on a run right now on the trail. I just was not feeling up to it today, so we're actually gonna go grab coffee for us. Me and my daughter are gonna walk around Center City for a little bit and grab some coffee. I thought it could be fun to do another little crafty week in my life. So on this week's agenda, we are still doing the pants pattern testing. I know that probably seems like it's been forever, but in the process of the pattern testing, it has changed a lot. So I'm doing my last version this week. I also want to continue with my knitting, and I don't want to say I'm getting bored of the scarf, but like it's the same thing. Do you want another apple? Apple. Okay. It's the same thing pretty much until I just like reach the length that I want. So I don't know. I'm tempted to cast on another project, but we'll see, because I only have very limited yarn and I have already one of my needles in use, so we'll see about that. But we have kind of a fun day today, so let's see where it takes us. It was such an absolutely beautiful morning, and I did not realize it was the Rittenhouse Square Farmers Market. I had only ever been to the farmers market on Tuesdays here because I used to work in Center City, and I'd come down to the park to have lunch for my lunch break. And I didn't realize that they also have a full-blown farmers market that's even bigger on Saturdays, because usually we spend Saturdays in our neighborhood because we have a farmers market in our neighborhood in the city. But it was so nice to kind of experience another one. So we had a really nice time just walking around in the beautiful morning. I forgot that not only is it just like a busy Saturday in Center City, but UPenn is graduating, and also there's a PGA Tour event. Is that what it's called?
PGA Championship, yeah.
Okay. That is today. So it was literally chaos and insane, and I ended up not filming in a minute for like the coffee shop and everything. But we went to La Colombe and I got the s'mores draft latte, which is like their seasonal. And normally I would not do a draft latte. Like I don't want... You want water? I would not do like a latte on draft. Like that just sounds wrong, but theirs is like actually insane. It's so good. And then I got Brian a just cold brew, and their cold brew is out of this world. So now we're just going to head home. After going home, we did stop at our aforementioned farmers market in our neighborhood because we did need a couple things, and honestly I actually wasn't prepared at the other farmers market to purchase anything. So we came down to our regular people here at the farmers market to just get a few things and also play at the park with my daughter. We are back in my sewing space, and I'm going to get started on the pants that I was just talking about. So I have had this fabric for a minute now because I was part of a different pattern test, and I thought that I would have used this denim for it. But to be transparent, I actually ended up not really liking that pattern once I made it. So this fabric wasn't necessarily expensive, but it wasn't cheap, especially since I do thrift a lot of my fabric. So I usually am getting fabric for extremely crazy cheap prices. So I was saving this for a project that like I really knew that I wanted it to look good and be something that I would wear, and like definitely like a, I don't know, just like a staple in my closet, because I don't have anything in this color denim anywhere in my closet. So I want this to be something that I really reach for often. So it's just this really lightweight, it has like a teeny bit of stretch to it, lightweight denim, tiny bit of stretch. And I don't know the weight of it. It's not heavy at all. So I think that this will look so good in these pants that I'm going to make. And then I also have some contrasting thread for the top stitching. So I went with like the classic gold top stitching, because I feel like when you get jeans, especially like dark jeans like this, like the contrasting color is usually always this like gold color. So I have not cut it out at all, so let's get cutting because it's going to probably take me longer than I think because it always does. I'm hoping that I can get everything cut out and then get the pockets top stitched. If I can do those two things today, I'll be really happy. I'll be really happy with that. So let's get going. Also, my tripod is officially broken. I have my camera on my tripod right now, but it's like leaning against my ironing board so it doesn't fall. So I will try my best to get like good shots today of working, but I need to order a new tripod desperately. Like I should have ordered it in my last vlog and I didn't. I was just hoping that miraculously my tripod would start working again, but it is well past broken. So I'm sorry if you get like one shot of me the whole time. This is the consequence of not having a table big enough to cut on and having a white dog that sheds literally everywhere. I have all of my pieces cut out and marked, and that quite literally took over an hour and I'm exhausted. So I will not be doing any sewing today, but at least it's cut out. I can start tomorrow, and I won't be doing any sewing tonight because I actually have plans out tonight, which I'm very much looking forward to. So that'll be it for today, and we'll start construction tomorrow. It is now not the next day, the day after. Yesterday, my husband was out of the house for 13 hours. He went to that golf tournament that I was mentioning. So I did not do any crafting. I did not do anything exciting. I was just surviving the day. But because the day was so long yesterday, he actually took off today. So we're about to go head out to our favorite coffee spot for some breakfast. And I wanted to show you guys, if you've been here for a while, you know these shorts that I'm about to show. This is the first garment I've ever made. Let me give you guys a good look at it. So these are the first things I've ever made. There are lane pants that I hacked into shorts. I also think that this material actually was not very, like, supposed to be for clothing, but it works and I do love the color. Hindsight, I wish that I constructed them a little bit better. Like, there's a lot of fraying on the inside. The inside seam is not great. I also don't love necessarily the fit. Like, I think they're just like a little too big, too baggy. And what I've realized is with lane pants, I really like to take some of the rise off. And I think I just would have changed a little bit more about the construction. But these were the first article of clothing I have ever made. So for that, I am pretty impressed. And I do still like to wear them, especially when the weather is really warm like it is today. Also, I'm sorry if you can hear anything. I got a new tripod and my daughter is now like investigating the new tripod. So yeah, let's head out for some breakfast. As mentioned, this is literally our favorite spot in the city. We come here more often than we should, but the coffee is so good and the food is so good too. I really, really love their breakfast sandwiches. They also actually have really good bagels, which I am picky about bagels because I grew up at the Jersey Shore, so I do know what a good bagel tastes like, and they are pretty good here. We just spent the rest of our morning walking and going down to the park. I'm back from our little morning outing and it is so hot out today. Like, I already feel so tired. I had to completely change because I sweat through my entire outfit. Also, I'm sorry if it's like a little darker in here than usual. I have the blinds closed to not have the sun come in because it is so hot out. I think it's supposed to be like 98 degrees today or something like that, but it is just so hot. So I'm pretty tired after the weekend and also with the heat being outside, but I would really like to get some work done on these pants. So I don't know how much I'm going to do because this room is the hottest room in the apartment. I've mentioned that before. We don't have central air. We just have window units and they're in the other rooms. We don't have one in this room. We used to. One of our airs broke, whatever. It's not a big deal. It's not really that relevant, but it gets really hot in here, especially when I have the iron running. I feel like the iron like raises the temp another 10 degrees. So I want to work a little bit, but I don't want to literally overheat. So I'm going to see what I can get done. This pattern has a lot of really cool top stitching. So I kind of wanted to minimally do like, there's like darts. I wanted to do like the pockets with all of the top stitching on the pockets. And I don't necessarily have to construct the whole pant today, but I was hoping to maybe get some of the pocket and top stitching work done. I think I mentioned I'm going to be using some contrasting thread. So, yeah, although, I think that I'm supposed to be using like a specific top stitching thread, and this is just like regular thread that I got at like the fabric store. But anyway, I have to like wind the bobbins and do all this stuff. So, I will probably work until it gets too hot in here, and then I will stop for the day. Needle bend. It didn't actually break, but it's unusable, so I have to change it out. And I realized I forgot to put my jeans needle in. Like, I literally bought these when I got the fabric and I'm not using it. So I'm gonna stop here because I need to have some lunch, and the bent needle means I think that I'm too tired to continue right now. But let me show you what I've got done. So I have my back pockets pinned. I was just about to stitch them on. Here's the other one. My goal was to have all of the pockets done in this sewing session, and I did the front pockets, so let me show you. Here are the front pockets finished. I am loving the contrasting thread. It is making me focus a lot more because I need to actually sew straight. So I think I'm gonna call it here, and I don't know if I'll do any more later or just pick it up tomorrow. We'll see. It is the next day, and it is again extremely, extremely hot out. So I did not know if I was gonna work on anything today because I got so hot in here last night, but I was battling these pants for my own fault. So the instructions said to do a faux flat felled seam because it was with the pocket. But I'm stubborn and wanted to do a real flat felled seam because I don't have a serger. I don't like using my zigzag stitch. Oh, my daughter's up. So I had a major battle with these last night, and I would have probably stayed up even later than I already did, but the light went out in this room. Like literally both light bulbs went out. So I have all of the cargo pockets prepped and ready to put on, but my daughter just woke up. So I'm gonna go lay with her, and hopefully she'll go back down and I can put the pockets on. I have one pocket half done. So I have the bottom pocket on, and I was just about to sew the flap on, and my daughter just woke up. I can hear her walking over here. So we're gonna go have lunch, and then we have a couple things to do this afternoon. So if I am gonna sew, it will maybe be this evening, but probably more likely tomorrow. It is clearly nighttime, and I said that the overhead lights went out, so I stole this lamp from my daughter's room because she's asleep, obviously. And I really need to get a lamp in here. Like, the vibes are just so good. But it's pretty late. I have finished both cargo pockets. This is my first time ever doing a cargo pocket, and I feel like they came out really good. My top stitching overall is not the most fantastic, but I'm pretty pleased. Like, I think these came out really good. So I'm gonna see if I can get at least like the pants attached. Like, this is a front and a back and a front and a back. They're attached to each other, but then the fronts and backs are not attached together to make pants. So I'm gonna see if I can at least get them to a pant shape tonight. And then tomorrow is just like waistband hemming. Also, my daughter is sick. We went to the doctor today and she is sick. So tomorrow we're home and it's going to be hot again. Yeah, the vibes are great in here except for the lack of air conditioning. That's the one thing I would change. But I think the heat's finally supposed to break tomorrow. So let's get a little sewing in before I go to bed. You guys, it is now Thursday. The last clip that I filmed was on Tuesday evening. Yesterday I did not film at all. I did not do any sewing. I did like a little bit of knitting at nighttime, but my daughter is sick. I am sick because she is sick. And today it's raining, so we are sick inside. She's going a little stir crazy. She's right here. We haven't even gotten to nap time yet. She's just going through some boxes of things that I'm donating, and I'll have to clean that up later. But on top of all the sickness, I'm having technology issues, which is really frustrating. So right now I'm on my phone with my mic, so I hope everything is good, because usually I film on my camera. I have the Sony Z7 I. Oh, right, exactly what I use. I actually really love this camera. I can say nothing but good things about this camera. So when I'm in my sewing space filming, this is what I'm using. When I'm out and about, I'll use my phone. It's just easier than carrying a camera, especially when I'm with my daughter, which I most of the time am because I'm home with her. And then I edit on my iPad. So here's my iPad, and I have this little adapter for my SD card. The problem with an iPad is there's no eject button. So if you're on a computer and you plug in like a USB, a port of any kind, right, you can eject it. So the SD cards need to be ejected in order to be maintained properly and not go corrupt. This is just from what I've read online, because this has been a habitual problem. So I kept losing SD cards because I couldn't eject them off my iPad, and then they would go corrupt. They would no longer be able to like film whatever. I don't know all the exact terms. That's just what I've deduced from doing some research online. But so that has happened now again to this SD card. I bought this SD card probably like 2 or 3 weeks ago. So it's like insane that it would be corrupt that fast. So it's just really frustrating because it's the whole iPad thing. So what I've been trying to do to troubleshoot this is I've been turning my iPad completely off. There's no power source. I've been turning it off to take out my SD card. Same thing with my camera. I never take the SD card out of the camera unless it is turned completely off. So I can't film with this right now because I don't have a backup SD card, and this SD card is for whatever reason corrupt. So we are here with my phone and my microphone. It's not my preferred... Yeah, it's not my preferred way to film, especially for YouTube, but it will have to do. So I did end up finishing these pants, and they are spectacular, guys. Like, they look so good. The top stitching, I feel like if you look really closely, is kind of questionable, but I feel like they look like regular jeans, no? So the last thing I have to do is top stitch the waistband and put in my twill tape. The only issue is this is how much top stitching thread I have left. You can see it's bare, like it's on the spool. So like this is it. This is all I have. So I'm hoping that it will be enough. And that's, oh, she ran away with my tripod there for a second. So yeah, I just have to do the top stitching and add the twill tape, and then we are done with these, and I'll do like a final little try on. And then yeah, that's probably all I have for this. Honestly, I was maybe going to do a top. I was going to maybe sew a top this week, but then we got sick, so that really threw a wrench in the plans. So I don't think I'm going to start sewing right now. I'm going to wait till nap time. We have a couple more minutes like till nap, and then I will try to get that finished. I will be back once nap time has officially started. I am genuinely so pleased with these. I have to stand this far away, so sorry. Also, the chaos of like the toddler tower that like I don't even want to show you what's behind the camera. It's really hectic in this room right now, but they are finished. I'm going to actually tie this because I don't know where I want to like how short I want the ties until like I have it like tied how I want. And then I'm going to like cut and finish off the edges here. But I am obsessed with this pattern. I can't believe that I just did my first pair of denim pants. I have never made denim pants before, and I absolutely love these. The back pockets are so good. The cargo pockets are so cool. Like I'm really excited to have a cargo pocket, and I love how like this like inseam is like with like it's supposed to be a slight barrel. There's two versions, and the next version is even more barreled. So I'm gonna link all of the stuff down below for this pattern. This is by Sew Bake Make. Her stuff is incredible, but it's not released yet. It should be releasing soon. I made a size 14, and I think it ran true to size, and also I'm only 5'4", and I thought that I was going to have to hem these because usually pants are too long on me, but these are actually perfect, so that's great. But yeah, I am just really pleased with these. The top stitching and they're so cool. Like these are definitely going to be my next like go-to pants. Like even with this shirt right now, like I feel like this is such a vibe. Like so cool. I am super pleased and also very tired. So I think that's going to be it for my nap time projects. I think I might just sit on the couch and watch some YouTube and knit a little bit because I am just feeling burnt out this week from parenting. I'm sure other toddler parents or just parents in general can relate that once you have a sick kid, I feel like the week is just like, it's over. Productivity is not happening. But so happy to be able to finish these and finally submit all my final pictures and be done with the testing. And I'm going to work a little bit on my knit project, and that might be it for like projects this week. I will definitely check back in with you guys as a final goodbye. As I mentioned, we are all very sick, so I reheated my freezer stash of chickpea noodle soup, and it is just like so healing. Like once we have a bowl of this with some bread to dip into it, I feel like a new person again. And later that night, we actually had a new episode of our favorite series, Taskmaster. It is so hilarious. I highly recommend. It's on YouTube, and I had an Olipop cream soda with that, which this is by far the best flavor. It is now Friday afternoon, and this is where I'm going to leave this week's video, but I wanted to touch on my knitting project before I left. So here's where we're at. I've gotten pretty far with it. Like I am very pleased. I haven't been working on it as much as I'd like to, but it's looking good. It's looking scarf-like. It's kind of boring. Like I'm just doing knit and purl until I get to the length that I want. So here are some kind of like summer knits that I really want to do, but honestly, I don't know if I have the skill, but also I don't really have the skill for a lot of sewing things either. I just learn as I go. But also, most importantly, I don't really have the yarn. Like I thrifted some yarn. I showed that in my last vlog, and it's all like this kind of like thick yarn, like very much like winter yarn. So I don't know if maybe I should just do a hat, but then I can't like wear it. Like I'm very much like seeking some, I guess, like instant gratification. Like I want to make like a little knitted bandana or like a little knitted poncho and wear it for the summer. So I don't know. I do think I'm just getting bored of this one. I do want to keep it because it's like my first project and like I do want to like see it through, but also I'm just looking for something a little bit more I can use it right now. So if you have any good patterns for poncho, little like head scarf bandana, or like any like I swear by like tank top knits, I kind of shy away from those. I don't really like knits like that in the summer. Like I get so hot. But I suppose if it's like a thin enough yarn, then it would be okay. It would be like the same as a poncho. So yeah, if you guys knit and you have some summer knits that you swear by, please let me know. And I will take a look at some of those. But this is where I'm going to leave off the vlog. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!